I'm just saying this. I am happy that Hader's no longer a Padre. And before the series started, he had a quote to Jeff Sanders saying, obviously, a lot of people think the 23 year where I didn't go multiple innings put a damper on their perspective on me and the hard work. Hader said Monday afternoon in front of his locker in the visiting clubhouse. But at the end of the day, I put in everything I had, gave the team every effort I could to put us in a position to make the playoffs. But again, it's a team sport. So at the end of the day, if they think it falls on me, that's just what it is. Let me be clear. It is a team sport. Josh Hader is not the only reason why the Padres missed the postseason last year. But he is a significant reason why they missed the postseason. They missed the postseason by 2 games. And you're telling me that if Josh Hader made himself available for 4 outs like Robert Suarez has this year, that he wouldn't have been able to close down some of those games and the Padres wouldn't have gotten at least a couple more wins? Come on. I think they would have. And he would have helped the team. This is BS. I put in everything I had, gave the team every effort I could to put us in a position to make the playoffs. No, you did not. You didn't. Put you in a position 2 games out. You did not go more than 3 outs. There are relievers like Robert Suarez that are going more than 3 outs, like yourself this year, Josh, that are trying to put your team in a better position than you did last year for your team to go make the playoffs, to put your team in a position to go make the playoffs. So you can say that all you want, but Padres fans don't believe you. And we have a right to still be pissed off about it because that was the last year of Peter Seidler. That's a year that we're not going to get back. That was the last year of, I'm sure, countless Padres fans. And we thought we had a really good shot going into last year. And you were one of those guys that was me over the team. And I get it. He got the money, and that's a lot of money. And especially as a reliever, you may get, that's going to be like his one crack at the Big Apple, all the money, right? And what the whole arbitration process that he went through with the Brewers and all that, I get that part too. But sitting here as a Padres fan, how much did the Padres pay Josh Hader last year to pitch for them? Millions of dollars. And by the way, they settled in arbitration. They gave Josh Hader what he wanted last year in 2023 with those numbers, right? He got $14.1 million to pitch for the Padres last year. That's more money than we're going to see in our lifetime. So for you to sit there and lie, in my opinion, and for you to not give it your all and not make yourself available for more than 3 outs and have these Hader rules, I'm sorry, us Padres fans, we cannot relate to you, dude. We can't. So, yes, we have a right to still be pissed off. And if the Padres don't win a World Series this year, guess what? We're still going to be pissed off because we can never get 2023 back, right? The only way we're probably not going to get pissed off when we think of Josh Hader is if when the Padres finally win a World Series. Then we can be like, all right, we have a World Series. There we go. 2 things can be true. We can be pissed off at Josh Hader for 2023, and we can still be grateful for what happened in 2022. Same thing with Bob Melvin. Same stuff. Yep. But for him to be laughing, when he was talking with the media yesterday, and that smirk when a media member brought up about how it's ironic that his first time back here was for 4 outs, and he laughed about it. Come on, man. Really? So, yeah, anyone who wants to get on me about, oh, you're being too emotional, why do you still care? It's 2024. This Padres team, talk about this Padres team. I'm talking plenty about this year's Padres team. But when Josh Hader sits there and makes comments like he did, and it's stuff that you can't take back. There's some stuff you just can't take back, and we're going to remember forever. And that's how I feel about it. I like that Josh Hader's no longer a Padre. Was he nasty last night after he blew the save? Yeah, he was. But the Padres have a pretty darn nasty bullpen now, and they have team guys. They have Robert Suarez, who's willing to do whatever. They have Tanner Scott, who's willing to do whatever. Jason Adam, willing to do whatever. Have we heard anything this year? Really, right? Unless I'm forgetting something about guys not being willing to do something. The only thing I remember was Xander not really wanting to move back to shortstop because he put all the time in at second base. But guess what? He did the team thing in the first place, moving from short to second base. And then he did finally go back to shortstop, making another team move, switching back to short because he wanted Donovan Solano to get consistent at-bats because he will produce when he gets consistent at-bats. This is a real team. And Josh Hader contributed to not being a real team last year. That's what I've got on that. Those are my comments on that. And yes, now we can move on. I feel better.